I'm here at my friend Matt's house today, and we're going to be trying out the Ryobi mower. It's got a 50 amp hour battery, so I had someone request to see how far this battery will actually make it. We're going to try it with 1.8 acres and see if we can make it with the 50 amp hour battery. Will you tell us about this land, sir?
Yeah, there's some grass. Say, not the most even. This is not the normal yard. It's more pasture space, so it'll be a nice little test for your mower. We normally are mowing it with a Kubota with a 54-inch belly mower, so
I don't know what any of that means, but
well, you know, some of your people.
My people.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna have a 4-inch cut. I'm gonna go with 4 inches because it's uneven. I usually do about a 2.5 to 3 at our house, but this is definitely not flat. Yeah. So we'll have a time lapse set up, and we'll see if it makes it all the way through. The mower deck is cleaned out, so it's fresh and ready to go, and hopefully I'd like to see it make it through all of this. All right, just to prove that I'm starting at full battery, we're all the way up to 1. Alright, I'm hoping my headset works because I don't know how loud this is going to be. This is by far the most bumpy riding lawnmower ride I've ever been on. It's definitely not made for this terrain. So part of my legs are going numb. We're about halfway there on the battery. So we'll see how far this gets. About down to 2 bars left on the battery, and I noticed a big difference on the speed and the cutting power. I noticed that the engine is bogged down, so I don't know if that's trying to save energy or if it's just because there's low in the battery. So here I sit, and I didn't make it all the way. I'm really bummed. Here's the battery where we're at right now. One red light flashing, and then the other one for reserve power. So the mower cut off. I'm going to keep going. I think the reserve power is for so I can still drive this thing and it not get stranded. We'll see how much farther I can make it. I think I've maxed it out. I was able to get the I was able to start the mower and get the blades going a few more times after it stopped due to the battery, but I'm stopped where I am and it won't go any further with the blades on when I try to kick them on. Try to drive. Oh, well, it looks like we can get a little bit more. And it died again.
Altogether, the mower ran for 1 hour and 28 minutes. I think this would have been longer if the terrain were flat. Also, I took the cutting depth down to 3 inches, and I think this affected the battery runtime. I just didn't get a nice clean cut with it 1 inch higher. After I finished mowing, a few of us walked around the property and calculated the amount of grass that was left uncut. I was able to figure out the total left with an app that measured the square yards and then asked Google how many acres is 1,739 square yards. The answer was 0.35 acres. Out of the 1.8 acres, the mower was able to complete nearly 1.5 acres. It only left behind 0.35 acres. For a mower that is rated for 1 acre or 1 hour worth of runtime, I'd say this is a win. Hopefully this has been helpful. It was fun to make, and look out for part 2 of the rest of the review.